Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today I've got something pretty special for you. We're going to do something a little bit on the insane side here, a little bit psychotic. We're going to go ahead and open up over $1,000 worth of Auto World cars today. We are going to open these suckers up. So if I were to sell everything I got on the table here today on eBay, I would easily get over $1,000 for it if I pieced it out, 100% for sure. Actually, we probably have more like closer to $1,300 worth of stuff here. If I were to sell it today, if I were to post it today on eBay, I'd probably be $1,300 or so richer by the end of the week, minus the eBay fees and all that. We'll just call it a little over $1,000, right, or whatever. eBay likes to take their good share. But what I'm going to do is we're going to open all this up today, what really spurred this on is John Lanley Group sent me these two Toyota Supras here. We've got the exclusive here for Torque for the 2024. This has got the sticker. We're actually not going to open up the one with the sticker. I'm going to save that one. I have one without the sticker that I got from autoworldstore.com that we're going to sell it, which is, a little bit less value than the one with the sticker. But we're going to keep the sticker one since, it's on the card and it becomes irrelevant if I open it. And then we have the Ultra Red. Now this thing is fetching, close to, actually, if you look at completed listings on eBay, the cheapest one sold for $330, but the majority of them have sold for nearly $500. So $490, $500, somewhere in that range. And having that, and then having this guy behind you here, this is an Auto World Ultra Raw that I pulled out of a case on video. You should check out my Auto World playlist for that. That one sells for around $500 as well, $500 to $600. Essentially on eBay as well. So somewhere around that range. And, those may be a little bit high numbers. Who knows? There's only a few of them that's sold. I get it, but believe me, we're making up for it here. We've got a lot of stuff to open. 9 cars exact, and really about $1,300 or so worth of stuff. So we should probably kind of get into it. So I'm going to introduce you to the players first, okay? So we've got these guys, except we're not going to open this one. We're going to actually open this one just because it doesn't have a sticker on it. I got 2 from autoworldstore.com before they sold out, so I was lucky to grab 2. And then, of course, we got the Ultra Red companion to that. So we're going to open up those 2 together. And then behind us here, we've got an Auto World Ultra Raw. Yes, we're going to crack that open. And then we have a Jerry's Derby Cars. I just discovered this thing. This one, you can only get through this guy's Facebook website, so good luck trying to get that. And, I'll just value it at approximately what I paid for it, which is about $25. Okay, so that's 25 bucks. We've got World's Best Mom Ultra Red. This one I can't even find on eBay right now. It's likely, I would say, let's say around $50 or so for this particular piece right here, possibly more. Like I said, there is not one on eBay right now. And then we just have another Toyota Supra. We got the Diecast Z one. That one, we're going to call that somewhere around $20 to $30 actually for the regular. The Ultra Red of this goes for around $300. Or so, and of course these prices will fluctuate up and down. It's eBay, it's nothing is guaranteed on eBay, right? And then we got 3 basic Ultra Reds, not quite basic. They're the Meekum Auctions Ultra Reds, and I've got all 3 of them in the Meekum Auction set. My buddy Diecast hooked me up with these ones. If you were to sell these on eBay, you're looking at about 50 bucks a piece, typically. Somewhere around that, looking on eBay sold listings. If I may try to integrate sold listings into the video, maybe a little snapshot of them or something like that. Maybe we'll try to do that. But we got those 3 back there. And so I think what we should really do, I don't know. I'm actually going to start with a heavy hitter. We're going to bookend this. We're going to start with a heavy hitter. And then we're going to end with a heavy hitter right here. And then in the middle, we'll do these other things to kind of calm down in between the 2. All right, so the first one we're going to do, and let me get my exposure set here, is going to be this Toyota Supra. Now, I've got this one loose, right? This is the first Celica Supra that came out for JCCS. So I've got this one. I've actually got a few copies of this. We've got this one loose, though, that I opened on video. And then we also have the Ultra Red of this, which this is not a cheap piece either. Frankly, I think this one's cooler. I like the older looking Celica Supra more than the new Supra, but this one's definitely more popular of a car, and will go for more cash on the bay. So, excellent. This was my favorite Auto World of last year. This one may end up being my favorite Auto World of this year, and super stoked to have it in my collection, and very thankful that John hooked me up with one. Otherwise, there is no way that I would have this Ultra Red. Just no way. There's no way. So let's take a look at this one first. We've got this guy, 2024 All Toyota Fest, was held on June 8th in Marina Green Park, Long Beach, California. Hosted by the Toyota Owners and Restorers Club, TORC. This is North America's single largest gathering to celebrate everything from Toyota brands, spanning the gamut of highly modified street machines to vintage restorations and much more. Card art's fantastic. It's got the Auto World exclusive kind of foil on there, looking good. It's limited to 2496 pieces. Of course, these sold out instantly. Not only at the event, but they also sold out instantly on AutoWorldStore.com, the remaining ones that were not brought to the event. And of course, it's got a Lamley Curations logo there, and just really, really cool. It's got Lamley right there, and you know, John's kind of my buddy, so he hooked it up. So let's go ahead and open this. This is going to kick us off here. So the regular, if you want to buy this on eBay, which is where you're probably going to have to go for it now, because they're pretty much sold out anywhere else. John may have a handful of them, maybe. We're going to angle this down a little bit. John may have a handful of these that he'll maybe trickle into his Whatnot streams. So I guess look out for that, because there is a chance you will be able to see one again on one of those and maybe be able to pick it up. I don't know if he really has any other ones. They're probably not going to be stickered. They would probably be regular ones. I don't know how many he was actually allotted. But we've got this one. Here it is, loose, 2024 TORC. We got a tire we got to fix. Easy peasy. Got that fixed. And just really good looking. So it's really neat that they use basically... want to get that hood open, but we'll pass for now. That they use basically the same sort of graphic. It's like a sequel. They had JCCS and then TORC. Lamley Group on the window banner. They really used the same one, and what a no-brainer to do that. Very, very cool. It'd be kind of cool if they were able to color the back black, but that might look goofy on this particular car. But still really cool. And what I really like about it is that they went with these white rims. Those look absolutely fantastic on this model. You can see when it was produced, April 3rd. And honestly, my favorite Supra so far that Auto World has come out with, for sure. And, you know, it's not even really my favorite casting, to be honest with you, the Toyota Supra. I was excited that they were going to put it out and stuff like that. But I guess I'm a little bit more of a traditionalist when it comes to Auto World, a little bit, but still a really cool casting and a really awesome version of it. So really, really cool. And then, of course, I got the very limited sticker version. If you wanted this, you had to go to the event itself, or on a Lamley Whatnot stream. He did sell a few of these, and they flew instantly. He sold them instantly on there. So really, really cool. So we're going to value this one at approximately $30 to $40. If you were to go to eBay now, of course, now that I opened it, it may not be worth quite as much, because that's the way it goes now that we're not in a package. And that is for the unstickered one. So there you go. That's car number one. And we're at 30 to 40 bucks. Then we got this big boy, which is going to get us pretty much halfway to 1,000 right there. This is likely, I'm guessing it's limited to, I think, It was either 52 or 104 pieces. It'd be 1 per 48. So you got to divide 24.96 by 48, and that will get you how many Ultra Reds they are. And I should have done that math beforehand, so, but I didn't, and now I'm like, I can't do that in my head. I think it's that, because if it was 100, it'd be like 1 per 24. I'm pretty sure, I was pretty sure there was 104 of them. Let me check here. So, we'll do a little calculating, and it's 24.96 divided by 48. So 52. There's likely 52 of these out there. So not very many. This is a going to be a very, very rare Ultra Red. And yeah, it's kind of sad maybe that I'm opening it, and some people might be sad about it. And really, if I sold this on eBay, we're looking at 500 bucks, you know, somewhere between, like I said, the cheapest one I saw sold for like $330. That was an auction. The other ones were buy it now, and at least $490 was the last one that sold. So there's not many of these out there. This is only going to be really expensive as time goes on. There's no way this is going to go down in price unless the die-cast collecting completely goes out of style. So we ripped it open. We got it open. This is a very, very cool Ultra Red. I love it. One of the main reasons why I really love it is because they stayed with black tires. There's no colored tires on this, some weird red tires or anything like that. The base went gold, the rims went gold, the front part of the car goes ultra red, and then of course it's got the same graphic on it. Same black interior, and just a really cool looking model. There is nothing wrong with this. It's just a regular car. Even if it wasn't a chase, this thing looks really good. Just really fantastic. So definitely digging that. Do we need to open the hood? I'm going to try. This is dangerous, but we're going to try to do it. I'm just going to try to do it. I don't think there's an Easter egg under the hood, but come on. I know that looks weird. I'm banging a $500 car on my finger trying to get the thing open. And we're just going to have to pass on that because it's not popping open. And I'm not going to get out something to try to force it right now. But yeah, to look at it and compare it to this Ultra Red. Gold base, gold rims. They kept the traits the same, which is very, 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 very cool. So this is a really cool pair here. I might have to do a little flex and maybe take some pictures of the two chases together. We may have to do that for the gram. Let's see. We may do that. But there you go. So we're up to like, what? Let's just call it $530 in cars, and just two cars, that we opened up. So we'll set those right here for right now. And then let's carry on. Let's open a... should we open this one? Sure. So this is some weird thing that really flew under the radar. Jerry's Derby Cars, Demolition Derby, one of 24.96, custom run. There is an Ultra Red of this that I did see on his Facebook. The only way that I discovered this was from AutoWorldCollector.com, and which is why its website, and that's the only reason why I even knew that this existed, and then went and, you know, tried to find it. So this one is 25 bucks plus shipping. So if you got to pay the shipping on it, we'll just say like 30 bucks or something like that. If I were to sell it on eBay, it would be the only one on there right now, because he's the only one selling them. He's not selling them on eBay. He's selling them straight from his Facebook page and at events, and that's it. So it's not available on eBay unless someone were to buy a bunch and then sell them. And I don't think they're going to do that at 25 bucks a pop, but who knows. Down the line, 24.96, pretty limited. I'm guessing the Ultra Reds are probably to the 52, tuned to 52, just like the Supra. That's probably the case. We have a Buick Estate Wagon in a rusty demo derby, pre-demo derby paint job kind of like livery here. And just to look at the card art, I only picked up one of these, and we are going to open it up. So I thought about getting two, but they were kind of expensive, and I'm kind of tapped right now for cash. So, when it comes to diecast, so check out that. Very nice. Nicely done graphic. It is a wrap, it looks like, but then it's like dusty on top of that. So whatever they used to coat like the windows with, it does look like they coated the whole car with it. We've got like steely in the back, and then like the standard like hubcap rim or whatever it is in the front. We've got some weird like hot glue residue almost, it looks like. We've got one blacked out headlight, which looks pretty cool. Two J3 M2X. I do J3 M2X. That probably means something, and I'm just not catching it right now. One of the taillights is, I think, supposed to be out on the side there. That's a little bit weird. It looks like it's on the right there, and then it doesn't wrap around. I don't know. That's probably intentional, but it is dusty. It is crusty. It is pretty nifty to get this Buick in this state. So it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty neat. And we're going to say this is around 30 bucks. We'll just say that because with the shipping, that's what it's going to cost you. So altogether, if we're calling it, what did we say? It's about 340 or 540 plus 30, you know. We're not going to do the math as we go along. You guys are just going to have to add it up yourself, and trust me, you can put the total in the comments down below. No, you're not going to win anything, but go ahead and do it. And I'm just not going to keep track. Trust me, though, it's going to be over 1,000. We probably could do just this and this, and we'd be pretty much there anyway. But check that guy out. Pretty nifty. So that one's pretty cool, too. While we're at it, let's do one other just kind of basic exclusive. And another Supra. This is the Diecast Z Advan Supra. And you know what? Did I get to bring a scissors? Let's get a scissors. And you know, maybe we will keep track as we go here. So we're going to say we were at what? We were at about 530. We'll just call it plus 30. So we are at 560. And then this one, we're going to call this somewhere between $20 and $30. So we'll just say 25 and split the difference. So with this one, we're at 585. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is Diecast Z. Diecast Z has come out with a lot of different exclusives, some of which have been pretty bland and plain. There is a Golf version of the Supra that he's come out with, and there's been a couple other like square bodies and stuff. Some of them are gotten a little wild with the livery, and other ones have been somewhat on the plain side. This one is one of 3192. So that's how many pieces there are of this. So this is pretty neat. I mean, it's Advan livery, and it's actually like an Advan licensed livery. They did a weird Advan like square body that I don't think was actually Advan licensed. I like the lettered tires. I think it looks kind of cool. Advan, I'm not really like super into the Advan livery. It looks all right, black and red. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to throw this one in this video just because I had it sitting here for quite a while and I hadn't opened it yet. So I figured, you know what, let's open it up with our other Supras and with the rest of this video and just kind of add it in here. So we've got that one, and that brings us up to 585 doll hairs. All right, so we'll set the Supra over there. And what shall we open up next? Trying to see here. Should we do the Mecum Auctions one? We should do the Mecum Auctions one. I think we'll do those before we get to the World's Best Mom one, this minivan. So let's do these. Now, I'm valuing these. We'll just say around 50 bucks a piece, and that's fair because some of them sell for around 60, and sometimes you can get them a little bit less at 40. So we'll just average them out at 50 each. So for these three cars, we're going to add $150, which would be 3. So we're at $735 with these 3 Ultra Reds. So these were Mecum Auctions. AutoWorld just got the license for Mecum Auctions. These were sold through their website, autoworldstore.com. Pretty cool little set of cars. I've got the regular ones to look at too. We're going to pop open this Challenger Ultra Red. So this is the 2018 Dodge Challenger Glendale 2023 lot S250.1. So these are actually supposed to be cars that did sell. Obviously, the real car was not an Ultra Red. This was what the real car was a whatever color this is in. Does it tell us on here? I don't think it does. I don't know if it actually tells you how much they sold for either. These are limited for $24.90 to $24.96. We're not counting this blue one, or purplish blue-ish color. Well, it's got fingerprints all over it. I'm not counting this in the value, right? Because we didn't just open this now. We're only counting the Ultra Red, and that is this guy here. So the Ultra Reds have red base, white interior, red, Ultra Red body, obviously. If we can get one of the hoods open without struggling too hard, which I thought this one was about to. Pop, 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 come on. Come on, you goofball. Alright, well, it doesn't want to open, and we're not going to spend a ton of time on it, but if we can get one of these hoods open, we'll look under there, just in case there's a trait under there. Every once in a while, they like to hide that under there. But yeah, there you go. It's got like some oil residue on it, and that's why my fingerprints are showing up like crazy. But there's that one. So we're valuing that at approximately $50. We'll set it right there. Next is the Mustang Mach 1. Or, sorry, the Ford Mustang Boss 351, 1971 flavor. Here's some sale detail. Only had 800 miles on the odometer. That's unrestored. $175,000. Did it tell us what the other one sold for? No, it didn't. Doesn't look like it. All right. Well, anyway, we had this one. This was the regular one, as pictured up here, right here. Kind of an orangish red, orange red. More red, I guess, than orange. Kind of looking cool. Doesn't have the wing. They haven't released this car without the wing too many times. But there's a regular. And then the Ultra Red's going to be, you know, same deal. We're going to have Ultra Red base, Ultra Red body, white interior. We're probably going to get the hood open easy on the, there you go. Nothing under there, so that's good. Didn't miss anything. But check it out. Check it out. Very cool. Very neat indeed. Digging it. So that's the Ultra Red. This casting, I think, though, is getting a little maybe worn out. I've seen, like, a lot of these with a little bit of issues. Like, this, the base doesn't sit on quite right. Like, particularly this one here. If you can see that. Just does not sit on there quite right. So, I don't know. It's just a little crooked. And then this Ultra Red is a little bit better, but it's kind of crooked as well. And the rear wheel rubs on the edge there, which is a little odd. But anyway, so there's that one, valuing it at approximately $50. Of course, now that it's open, it's not going to be worth that much. But, and then my favorite one from the Meekum set is this guy right here, the 71 Dodge Challenger RT. And it's just this beautiful, like, bronze color. And I think it looks really awesome. This sold for $704,000. And it's in a real weird color. And it looks really cool. So here it is, $704,000. Only 36 of these particular ones. One of 70 Hemi Challengers. Only 36 are known to exist today, which is why this thing probably went for the money it did. But this is a beautiful looking Ultra, and I got this from my buddy at the local meet. He just hooked me up with it basically at his cost, but if I were to turn around and sell it on eBay, we would be honestly looking at about 50 bucks, possibly 60. But check that guy out. So thank you and for hooking me up. And then we've got, let's see if we can open it up here. Yeah, we don't really need to open it up, but we're going to. It's just the body painted red there. But yeah, there is this ultra red, and again, we're looking at approximately $50. I like how they kept the roof, that bronze color, bronze or copperish, whatever, greenish. It's a really cool color. So I'm glad they kept that. But then again, and the rims and the tires being black, I think that's fantastic. So you're looking at another good, cool $50 there at least, and just a cool car. So what are we up to? We're up to $735, right? I know I don't usually talk about value all that much, but I just thought this would be a fun one to do. We're going to open up over $1,000 in Auto World. All right, we only have 2 cars left, and one of them is a raw. I'm honestly a little nervous about opening it, but we're going to do it. This one here, my buddy Todd actually found it on a Whatnot stream, so yep, you can find cool stuff on Whatnot, and he did get a pretty good deal on it. We're going to value this as around $50, and I think that's pretty conservative for this particular model. I have not seen it pop up very much on eBay. And in fact, as we're looking right now, if I were to look at eBay right now, there isn't any one of these on eBay right now. There is no ultra red of this. In fact, there's very few of this out there as well. So this was they did a World's Best Mom and they did a World's Best Dad car. They sold these on AutoWorldStore.com. They sold them at some other hobby dealers' websites. And we've got World's Best Mom here. And, of course, this cool minivan. This minivan is near and dear to me. This is a Dodge Caravan. I had a Dodge Caravan that was very close to this. It was actually a Plymouth Voyager, not a Caravan, my first one. But it was pretty much exactly this color. And it was not quite an 84. I think it was an 87, but very, very close to this. I had it in high school. And so this one's kind of near and dear to me. This particular car, of course, I didn't have like Go Team and winners on board and #1 champions and all that stuff on the windows. And I'm also not from Florida. Or wait, yeah, wait a minute. What does that say? Oklahoma, Okaloosa, Florida, Okaloosa. I'm like, that ain't Oklahoma. What the heck? All right. Anyway. So very, very cool. So this is a cool one. I like it quite a bit. It's not for everyone, but I get it. And World's Best Mom. So here's this guy. And we're going to value this at approximately, we're going to say conservatively, $50. So that puts us up to $785. Until we open it, of course. So obviously our remaining value here is going to come from that Ultra Raw. And comes with the 2 interchangeable cards and a stackable display. You got World's Best Mom, or I Have a Hero, I Call Her Mom. You know, kind of a cheesy thing for Auto World to do, but pretty funny. And then we've got this, the Ultra Red. So for the Ultra Red in this one, this is actually our first Ultra Red with white tires, or red tires. This one only has white tires. Red base, Ultra Red body, chrome interior, and then white tires. What a goofy thing, right? Put white tires in a car. But a lot of Auto World chases have that. There's the engine detail in there. You can check that out. Nothing under there. We had to look. Winners on board. And what a winner this Ultra Red is. So I'm glad to have this. I do not have the World's Best Dad Ultra Red. I still need to get that one. So we'll have to check that one off the list at some point. And then my little set of these will be complete. But pretty cool to get that. And like I said, we're going to conservatively, we'll say $50. I'm going to say it probably could go up to 60, 65, but we'll say 50 just for the sake of this. And we want to be a little conservative with these values. So we got that one. We need to kind of gather around here to get an Ultra opened. So this is a really cool Ultra Raw. The one reason why this is really cool to me, besides the fact that, you know, it's an Ultra Raw, and obviously it's cool. 1 of 10, right? Wow, this is a terrible semicircle. Obviously it's cool. but it's really cool to me because I pulled it on video. And I've never found an Ultra Raw in the wild. I've got quite a few of them in my collection now. This is, I think, number 13 that has been added to my collection. We're going to value this at approximately $500 to $600. So just for gigs, we're going to put it in at $500, and that puts our total at $1,285 for today. So if I would have kept these packaged, all of these packaged and sold them, that's approximately what I would have brought in. Okay. And that's okay, because we open everything pretty much on this channel. And if I'm going to keep it, I'm pretty much going to open it unless the card has something specific on it that means something. The only reason why I almost thought about keeping this on card is simply because I pulled it out of a case live on camera, not live, but recorded on camera in a case unboxing that I actually got from 3000 Toys, because that's where I ordered it from. I paid for it. They did not send it to me. And I opened it and I scored this Ultra Raw, and it was insane. And I did it this year. So this is definitely going to go in like top 10 gets of the year at the end when I write an article eventually for Lamley. So will this. So very much so. Those will definitely be no-brainers for that particular article. Anyway, we should probably stop talking. These are limited 1 to 10. I actually do not have the regular yet in LaSalle Silver, so I can't show it to you. I have the black one. I didn't get it out, though. And then I also, actually, it's still in the package, and I don't have the Ultra Red for this release either. So I need the LaSalle Silver one, and I need the Ultra Red. And once I have that Ultra Red, I will have this set complete with Ultra Reds. Obviously not Ultra Raws, but Ultra Reds. So I need 2 cars, and then I will have this set complete. I was going to wait till I completed the set to open this up, but I thought, what a cool opportunity to do this video, and we're going to go ahead and just rip it open. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's rip a Raw. And just like that, we have depreciated this vehicle, and that is okay with me. Packaging on the ground, and the car is open. So here it is. This is what the Raws look like. We have a white base, we have a chrome interior, chrome wheels that are actually not chrome in the original, and an Ultra Raw body with, of course, all the regular details. And this one, somebody might get lucky and find this on the pegs, right? Because this one is missable. Because of the fact, if you're an untrained eye and you're looking at Auto World, you might skip over this one because the original is silver. But you know what? I haven't been able to find the silver one on the pegs at all. And I've come across this set quite a bit. Still haven't found the silver one. I found a couple of the black one, but none of the LaSalle Silver one. Of the Eclipse. Mitsubishi Eclipse. So, with this added in, at $500 or so, we're looking at $1,285 in Auto World cars. Opened up today in 33 minutes or so. Anyway, you guys know it. I love Auto World. I've been collecting them for quite a long time. I've tried to keep a complete set, and for the most part, I've got a pretty complete collection. I would argue it would put anybody's collection, I could put it up against almost anybody's Auto World collection. I think I've got, you know, one of the most complete Auto World collections probably out of anyone that collects Auto World. Aside from maybe, you know, even the people that work at Round 2 don't have complete collections of this. So I would say, yeah, I would say I have one of the best collections of Auto World. Maybe not the best, you know, there's some other people out there that have crazy Auto World collections. But it's got to be up there. It's got to be up there. And I'm going to keep it going strong. I love the brand. I love what they do. Love what they stand for. It's really cool that they're able to do cool exclusives. I'm very jealous if like Lamley's able to do something like this. That is super cool. You know, if my channel were ever to blow up and get crazy big or something like that, and I was able to get involved with something like that, I would be ecstatic. That would be super awesome. It's just cool to kind of live vicariously a little bit through my buddy And then to have him hook me up with this stuff is pretty fantastic. So really, really neat. So that's it, guys. That's it for this episode. So again, 9 cars, over $1,000. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments below. Am I crazy for opening all this stuff? Or is it the right thing to do? Probably neither answer is correct. But yeah, I have fun. So hopefully you guys did too. All right. I appreciate y'all watching. We've gone long enough. It's been a good video. Check out the Auto World playlist for a ton more Auto World unboxing content, all sorts of stuff. Check it out. Of course, when I opened up these cars, that was on there. So you can do all of that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and close her out. You guys have a great day. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.